task? What was the first task that Anansi had to do? Do you remember? Which one did he have to get?
Get the python.
The python. Okay, I'm going to make my chart here so we can all see. How many effects do we have? 3. Okay. So, what should we put here under the cause? What happens?
He has to go find the sky god.
Anansi has to do something, right? So, Anansi is going to be the cause. What does he do to attract the python? Where is he sitting with Aso? On the log? Yeah, so Anansi sits on the log. And what does he tell the python when the python comes along? What does he say to the python? They're sitting on that log. There he is. And Aso's sitting next to him. What are they saying?
Fighting.
They're fighting, yes, Kennedy. Why are they fighting? What are they saying about the python?
The python isn't longer and
Yeah, Aso says it is.
The python's longer.
And what does Anansi say?
It's shorter.
It's shorter, right. So he says the python is shorter.
Do you want us to draw the picture?
You can certainly draw the picture, yeah. I'm sure a little better than I can, right? So he says the python is shorter. So what does that cause the python? What effect does that have on the python? The python says what?
No.
Python, does he think he's shorter or longer?
Longer.
Right, so that makes, when Anansi says that he's shorter, he doesn't like that. So that causes, he has an effect of saying, I am longer. And when he says that, what does he do to prove it?
He doesn't. Gets on a log.
Yeah, and he lays on the log.
So do you think we should do the picture after? Should we draw the picture after?
Yeah, you can do the picture after we're done. That's fine. I'm doing a funny looking snake. How's that? So he lays on the log. So then what happens? What happens after he lays on the log? Remember how Nancy catches him?
On the log. He ties him up on the log.
Yes. Who does it? Anansi ties him to the log. To where? All the way to the end. Okay, so what's the third effect? Once that happens, what does Anansi get to do?
Bring him to the sky god.
Yes?
Bring him to the sky god.
Yes, bring them to the sky god. So, because Anansi sat on that log and told the python that he was shorter than the log, the python got on the log to prove to him he wasn't. And then he let Anansi tie his tail, and Anansi kept going, and because of that, he could bring him to the sky god. So sometimes you have one cause with a lot of effects, and sometimes you have one effect but several causes, like we saw in brain pop. Okay, so if you want to draw your pictures, you can draw the pictures underneath if you haven't done that. I don't know how to do the sky dog, that's a tough one. Alright, I'm going to come around and see how you're doing. Okay, while you're doing that, let's talk about the fairies. What was the cause with the fairies? The task of getting the fairies, what was the cause? What did Anansi do? Raise your hand. Yes.
So I made a fake fairy.
Yes, he made a wooden fairy. And what did he put on the fairy?
Gum.
Sticky stuff, right. And what else? What did you call that stuff they like to eat? Banana fufu. Right, so that would be the cause. And what happened first? What was the first effect when the fairies came along? What happened? What did the fairy do? The first thing she did.
Oh, she slapped.
No, before she did that, what
She asked him if he had some food.
Yeah, she ate the fufu.
He pulled on the string to make her do.
And then she got mad, Jake, and what did she do?
Slapped the
Yes, which caused her to what?
to get her hand stuck.
Stuck.
Then she
Right.
slapped him again
And
for her other hand, so
then she
both
was
her
stuck.
hands got stuck.
Right, and then, so
And
what
she-
did Anansi get to do after that?
Bring her to the sky god.
Right. So she ate the fufu, she got her hand stuck on it, and then you got to take it to the sky god. 3 effects from what Anansi did. Good job.